Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dragon Quest Dai no Daai Boken, or you call it Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai on episode 11. Anyways, this episode right here was actually pretty nice, and we get to know about Hyunkuro, or Hyunko, however you want to pronounce his name. All I know is Hyunkuro is the way how it's pronounced in the Japanese format, but Hyunko, I think, Hyunko, how do you pronounce it? I don't know. I'll call it Hyunkuro. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We had to it that we get to see Hyunkuro in action, and eventually, we have to it that since he's gonna be taking on Mom and Pop, he decides to put on his ultimate armor, which is a very dark skeleton armor, whatever the case. All I know is it's a dark armor kind of thing, and we get to see in action, and apparently spells don't really work very well with spells do not work very well against it. Even a first spell that Pop cast against him did not work, and it got deflected back. We have to it that Mom gets really upset at Hyunkuro and asks him, why would you do this? What's wrong with you, huh? Why would you go this far? Do you not understand Avan was a good guy? And Hyunkuro tells him otherwise by saying, you don't understand. That guy is the person that killed my father. We get to know how he explained how Bartos, which apparently he's known to be the strongest, he was known to be an undead skeleton knight, We get to know that that this guy found Hyunkuro when he was a baby, and he was known to be the strongest knight in the Dark Army, and that's the reason why he was allowed to take Hyunkuro in and named him Hyunkuro, because that name belonged to someone of a guardian of the underworld as the strongest one, I think. Whatever the case may be, he never questioned it and always had a lot of fun, and always enjoyed himself. We have to it that Bartos, realizing the danger, tells Hyunkuro to stay inside because he may not survive, and tells him not to leave that place. We have to it that after the invasion from the heroes, etc., we have to it that Hyunkuro, on the other hand, tries to find his father Bartos, but unfortunately for him, he finds his father's body, but it's already in damaged state, and later on, without the Dark Lord's power, that he was defeated. Unfortunately, he crumbles into dust, but before he did that, he thanks Hyunkuro for all the great memories, and ends up dispersing to ashes, and Hyunkuro can only cry in despair. And by that time, we have to it that Hyunkuro will later on be taken in as a student by Avan, and Avan will later on realizes that after Hyunkuro reveals himself as the son of Bartos, of the strongest knight of the Dark Army, he reveals himself as the son, and the reason why he had a lot of malice and hate is because Avan is the one that killed him. And he tried to attack Avan, but Avan attacked back instinctively and then ends up hurting Hyunkuro. He was saved by Vern, I believe. All I know is Mr. Vern, the Shadow Visor, saved him, etc., and decides to take him to the Dark Lord and train him under the liege of being stronger. Eventually, we get to know the technique that that Hyunkuro has been working on to pass Avan's Strash, and that's Bloody Scribe. We have to it. Eventually, he does overpower Dai very badly and actually has the advantage over him. Pop tries to convince Dai to you gotta use your power you gotta use that power of your mark that's on your forehead to fight him. Get mad, push yourself, hurt this guy if you have to. But we have to it. Dai is hesitant because he knows that that he actually has a monster relative, and that's Brass, the slump mage, the one that took care of Dai when he was a little baby. So Dai understands that and does not want to use his power of hate or his power just to kill Hyunkuro, because he understands why, and etc. And we have to it that that Hyunkuro will later on use a spell known as Dark Puppetry Orahan, and he was about to kill Dai, but unfortunately for Hyunkuro, we have to it that Crocodile stepped in and stopped his attack. He therefore orders his minion to take Pop and Dai away while he'll take care of Mom, that kind of thing. But, we have to it that Hyunkuro says, why the hell do you work so hard to care for these two? Are they or are they not the enemy of the Dark Army? We have to it that Crocodile tells Hyunkuro, since you're human, you may not understand. You just been fighting humans out of your hatred. But for me, the humans are very good and compassionate and can actually work very hard. And they actually share happiness while we live alone in strength. It's okay to be human, Don't let yourself be consumed by a lot of hate. Crocodile was trying to convince Hyunkuro, but the other reason is that he can't allow Hyunkuro to kill Dai because maybe, he needs to defeat Dai. I thought that was the reason, But, that aside, we have to it that Hyunkuro ends up going through Crocodile due to the fact that Hyunkuro was told about being human and it's okay. Crocodile tells Hyunkuro, maybe hopefully one day when I'm reborn I could be as a human, because humans are very cool. And even though that's a couple nice words here and there, we have to it that Hyunkuro ends up having to ends up seeing tears coming out of Crocodile and realizes something else. We have to it that Hyunkuro's little subordinate named Morug ends up collecting bones whatsoever and tells him to tend to Crocodile, patch up his wounds or something, and we had to it. Morug says wait a minute, I don't see how he's gonna survive though. He says it doesn't matter, consider it mercy, okay? He says, and take this woman to the underground palace as he will hold her as hostage. And we see to it that Dai and Pop manage to get away and they get found by an old man in some armor whatsoever, whatever the case may be. And preview next episode, it looks like to me they're going to have to continue their fight against Hyunkuro to save Mam, And it's called the Collaborative Zapple. And, when it comes to that spell, Zapple, I'm pretty sure all of us know what that spell is. If you've been playing Dragon Quest for a very long time, you'll understand that's like a thunder spell. Spoilers ahead, but yeah. Anyways, this episode right here was actually pretty slick. To think that Hyunkuro was actually another person raised by a monster, but this time, the bad thing is that he was raised by Bartos, which is the strongest knight of the Dark Army, And we get to know that he's just like Dai, but unfortunately, unlike Dai, he didn't see his, foster grandparent killed right in front, and it wasn't by a hero. Dai was just very lucky after the Dark Lord was defeated, that's when Brass took him in, etc. As for Hyunkuro, unfortunately for him, he was taken in by the Dark Lord's strongest knight and treated him as his own son and named him Hyunkuro, Really sad. And unfortunately for Hyunkuro, he sees his father turn to dust and killed right in front of him in a damaged state, and yeah. Sucks for Hyunkuro, And as for Crocodile, I don't know how is it that he managed to survive his wounds and heal up really fast and took the damage from Hyunkuro's sword. And after Crocodile tries to give him some advice, about humanity, etc., I thought it was pretty cool. I think that's the only complaint I have in this episode is Crocodile saving Dai, but in a random time or just a pool. Now, call me Mr. Nitpicky, but that's how I am. But, this is a shonen time, and if the character dies too early, the story ends. I can understand that. But anyways, when it comes to fighting a human enemy, it reminds me a lot about a certain character that we, in a certain series, I know we had to fight. But he had his other reasons why he became our enemy. And, hopefully something else will happen, but we'll have to see. Hyunkuro, I don't think he's too far gone. But if he really killed a lot of innocent people, I guess he could be far too gone. But who knows? There could be a lot of things that could happen here and there. But it gives me a lot of nostalgia, From the Frizz spell and the Dazzle spell that man placed on, Hyunkuro, but it didn't work, etc. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Hyunkuro was actually another person that was raised by a monster, but the sad thing is he was raised by a strongest knight of the Dark Lord army, Bartos, and, he was killed right in front of him. I mean, he did die in front of him, but he was killed either way, But, sucks. It sucks. It really, really sucks, but we'll have to see what's to come in the next episode. It says Collaborative Zapple, so there might be something involved here and there, but Pop and Dai, they know that they cannot, stand by and let Man be kidnapped or something, They have to go rescue her, obvious from the get-go. So this might be one of Dai and Pop's, toughest fight yet. I mean, we'll have to see because I'm pretty sure the end game boss is the real deal. So we'll have to find out how strong Hyunkuro is. But the fact is, they're still green. The way how I look at it, they are still green to face on Hyunkuro right now. But I guess if they could like work together and find another way, they might have a chance. But maybe by a little bit or barely. We'll have to see. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!